Welcome to our culinary journey through some of the most iconic and highly searched recipes from around the world. From the bustling streets of Bangkok to the cozy kitchens of Italy, we're about to explore a world of flavors. You think you know food? Think again. You think you've got the palate of a seasoned chef? Let's see if you can recognize these legendary dishes. Well, get ready to put your taste buds to the test as we delve into the dishes that have earned their place in the Culinary Hall of Fame. These are the recipes that have stood the test of time, from the gooey chocolate chips in a warm cookie that melts in your mouth to the perfectly melted cheese on a slice of pizza that stretches with every bite. These recipes are more than just ingredients. They're a symphony of taste and texture. Each bite tells a story, each flavor a journey. So put on your aprons, sharpen your knives, and get those ovens fired up because we're about to embark on a culinary adventure. Get ready to cook, taste, and savor. Let's dive in and discover these timeless recipes. Your taste buds are in for a treat. Listen up, you lot. We're starting with a classic, the chocolate chip cookie. You need that perfect balance of sweetness, a hint of salt, and a texture that's both chewy and crispy. Don't use cheap chocolate. Go for the good stuff. And make sure your butter is at room temperature. Keep a close eye on the oven and take them out when they're still slightly soft in the center. Now get to baking. Next up, we're tackling a recipe that's perfect for using up those overripe bananas sitting on your counter. Don't throw them away. We're going to transform those sad-looking bananas into a moist, flavorful loaf of banana bread. Mash those bananas, whisk together your dry ingredients, and combine. Add a touch of cinnamon, a pinch of nutmeg, and maybe even a handful of chopped walnuts or chocolate chips. A toothpick inserted in the center should come out clean, and the top should be golden brown and springy to the touch. Now go on. Get those bananas out and let's get baking. Right, you lot, it's time to talk pizza. We're going to learn how to make the real deal. A pizza with a crust so perfect, so crispy and chewy that it'll make you want to slap your mama. The foundation of any great pizza is the dough. Use high-protein flour for those beautiful airy bubbles in the crust. Don't skip the kneading process. This is where the magic happens. Work that dough, build up the gluten, and create a texture that's both strong and elastic. Now get to kneading. Chapter 4, Chicken Alfredo, Creamy, Dreamy Indulgence. We're diving into a dish that's all about indulgence, chicken Alfredo. The key to a good Alfredo sauce is simplicity. Good quality butter, heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, that's all you need. Season the chicken well and cook it until it's golden brown and cooked through. Use a good quality block of Parmesan and grate it yourself for the best flavor. Toss it all together until that pasta is beautifully coated in that creamy, cheesy sauce. Now that's what I call a pasta dish. Chapter 5, Guacamole, the Holy Grail of Dips. We're about to unlock the secrets to the Holy Grail of dips, guacamole. You need ripe avocados. They should be soft to the touch but not mushy. Use a fork to mash the avocados, leaving some chunks for texture. Balance is key, creamy avocado. Acidity from lime juice, heat from finely diced jalapeno, and the freshness of cilantro. And don't forget the salt, it brings out all the flavors. Once you've tasted fresh, homemade guacamole, you'll never go back to store-bought again. Chapter 6, Lasagna, a symphony of layers. We're talking about a culinary masterpiece, a symphony of flavors and textures with layers of pasta, rich meat sauce, and creamy bechamel, all baked to perfection. Each bite is a harmonious blend of savory and creamy with just the right amount of chew from the pasta. First, you need a good meat sauce. This is the foundation of your lasagna. A slow-cooked ragu with ground beef, Italian sausage, tomatoes, onions, garlic, herbs, and a touch of red wine. The longer it simmers, the richer the flavor. Next, the bechamel, a classic French white sauce made with butter, flour, and milk. It's smooth, creamy, and adds a luxurious texture to the dish. Start with a thin layer of meat sauce, then a layer of pasta, then more meat sauce, followed by a layer of bechamel. This layering is crucial for the perfect bite. Repeat these layers until you reach the top of your dish. Each layer should be even and well distributed. Sprinkle a generous amount of grated Parmesan cheese over the top. This will create a beautiful golden crust. Bake until golden brown and bubbly, then let it rest before slicing and serving. This resting period allows the layers to set. Trust me, this lasagna is worth the wait. Each slice is a piece of culinary art, ready to be enjoyed. Chapter 7, Mac and Cheese, from stovetop to sensational. We're about to dive into a dish that's the ultimate comfort food: mac and cheese. The key to a good mac and cheese is the cheese sauce. A roux forms the base of our sauce. Cook the roux, then slowly whisk in your milk until you have a smooth, lump-free sauce. Use a good quality sharp cheddar for that classic mac and cheese flavor, but feel free to experiment with other cheeses. Stir in your cooked pasta until it's evenly coated. Serve as is or bake with breadcrumbs and extra cheese until golden brown and bubbly. Chapter 8, Sourdough Bread, the quest for the perfect loaf. We're tackling the holy grail of bread baking: sourdough. First, you need a sourdough starter, a living culture of wild yeast and bacteria. Once your starter is active and bubbly, it's time to make the dough. The dough will need to ferment for several hours, developing its flavor and texture. Shape the dough into a beautiful boule or a classic baguette, then bake it in a hot oven until it's golden brown and sounds hollow when you tap the bottom. The smell of freshly baked sourdough bread wafting through your kitchen is enough to make you weep with joy. Chapter 9. Tacos, a fiesta in every bite. We are diving into the wonderful world of tacos. First things first, the tortillas. Corn or flour, it's your call. We can go classic with seasoned ground beef or tender shredded chicken. Vegetarian, no problem. Think spicy black beans, roasted sweet potatoes, or crispy cauliflower florets. Pile on the toppings: diced onions, cilantro, salsa, guacamole, and don't forget the lime wedges. A properly assembled taco is extraordinary. Chapter 10, Apple Pie, the all-American classic. We're ending this culinary journey with a true American classic: apple pie. This dessert has been a staple in American homes for generations, symbolizing comfort and tradition. The crust is the heart and soul of a good apple pie. It needs to be flaky, buttery, and just the right thickness to hold the delicious filling. Made with ice-cold butter and just the right amount of water, the dough comes together beautifully. Now for the filling. A mix of sweet and tart apples like Granny Smith and Honeycrisp creates a balanced flavor. The combination of these apples ensures every bite is perfect. Toss those apples with sugar, cinnamon, a touch of nutmeg, and a squeeze of lemon juice. This blend of spices and citrus enhances the natural sweetness of the apples. Pile that delicious apple filling into your pie crust. Top it with another layer of crust and bake until golden brown and bubbly. The aroma will fill your kitchen with warmth. Serve it warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and prepare to experience pure American bliss. This classic dessert is the perfect ending to any meal. These recipes are more than just food. They are a part of our culture and history. We hope you enjoyed this journey through some of the most iconic recipes. Remember, cooking is about more than just following a recipe. It's about experimenting, getting creative, and having fun in the kitchen. Happy cooking!